Hello friends, welcome back to Pure Joy Paper Crafts. It has been quite a while, so just kind of took a hiatus and hadn't been in the craft room for about 6 months or so, and then it took me a really long time to finish another project. But I've been pumping them out like crazy lately, so we're gonna have lots of videos coming your way. So today I want to share with you this little album that I made using a card kit from Pink & Main so that you can see kind of a different way that you can use some of these card kits and what you can do with them. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, this album is made using the Pink & Main Valentine's Day card kit. So let's zoom out to really quick. Oh, there we go. So in these card kits, you get enough to make 8 cards. It comes with everything already pre-cut for you, envelopes, the card bases, everything ready to go. And so I actually bought 3 of these when they came out with the intention of using one as a card kit and then figuring out some different projects to do with them, which is where this came from. I'm also currently working on another version of this, which we'll talk about as I do the walkthrough. But I just wanted you to see that you can take these card kits and you don't have to just make cards with them. You can come up with other ideas for them. So this is that card kit that I used. And I only used four of the cards in this album. So the cover is one of the original cards. I'm actually, don't mind the crinkles. I thought I had this like ready to go, and then I changed my mind here. So when you get these card kits, they give you instructions, kind of. Not really, like there's not actually instructions, there's just pictures of what they look like. This is all you get. And so what I did is, this is an album made with all of the portrait cards. So this image right here is what the card is originally supposed to look like, and this is what I turned it into. So I've got matting galore. So this right here is the original card base. I'm going to zoom you back in so you can see it. He's a little bit smaller than the packaging. And then he's mounted on craft color, and then I had in my stash some polka dot mauve colored pink that I wanted to use to do some of my layering and to break this up, because all I have is those 4 cards, which isn't a lot to make an album out of, so I had to find some supplemental paper. So I mounted, or matted, whatever version you wanted to go with, matted it on craft, then the light pink, then the kind of purple pink, then back on the craft before I mounted it to the cover. And then I did not include everything on the back, so this card originally had some strips and stuff, and there's an extra cloud in here, and it was just too much. I like being able to see the pink hearts. So I layered everything like it was supposed to. I popped the little birdie up with some foam tape and the panda with some foam tape, and then I went through and put glossy accents on it and added some flowers. And then these little jimmies come in the kit. So they give you tons of jemmies to be able to reuse wherever you would like. So I put some little jemmies on there. So that's the cover. The spine I just did super simple craft, and then there's that polka dot color I was talking about that I used, and then on the back I just used that same one and kept it nice and simple. My binding is actually, this is a Christmas ribbon, but I liked the pink that matched it, so we did a pink bow, pink ribbon tie closure on here. And then inside of here we've got 3 signatures. So went ahead in here, there's that darker color. This is from a paper pad that I had that I thought the pinks just matched really well. I searched high and low trying to find something besides the polka dots in my stash that would match. So just kept it nice and simple for the most part. As you can see, I had some issues with this paper. I was doing this in poor lighting in the dark. So I have a cream base, and then all of the cards are white. And I used, so for my signatures, I used the envelope. So I will show you, I'm actually working on a landscape version of this to use up the other cards. So everything in this album is being made with the landscape cards. I'm currently working on a portrait version for the portrait cards, where I use the envelopes. So they're already kind of matted on. But this is the envelope. You can see if I kind of open this up. I just took the flap off. I cut the flap off and then matted it. And then this will be where it sits onto my spine. So this will be opened up. I'll put my spine in, and then these will sit this way. And then my cards will tuck themselves in this way. Oop, I'm out of frame. And there's my signature. So you can still pull the card out. And here is my signature that'll go on my binding, and we'll see that as we continue through this flip through. But because I use those white envelopes as my signatures, the white does not match my cream here. So I have 3 signatures because I used the 3 portrait cards for this. So each one of these is built the exact same. Took the envelope. This one I didn't have to do as much because I just trimmed the one end off so it was open, and then this was where the flap was, and then I trimmed a little bit off the other, so that when you flip, you can either have your page as this card, and then it opens this way, if I can get all of this in frame, so you could have this extra little flippy page, or you can pull this out and actually use the card as a card. So if you wanted to take all the cards out and then use the album as an album and have pocket pages, you could. Or you can just leave these in, decorate them as you want, stick them back in, and still leave them as part of the album where you would flip and pull and have pictures or whatever else in. So all 3 of these signatures are the same, with the same idea. I just had the card covers on here. So this card matches the directions pretty well. All I did was trim a little bit so I could have some craft. Did I not? Apparently I forgot. There was supposed to be craft matting on there. Oh well. It happened on the inside. So there was one card. Here's another card in envelope. I didn't quite use everything on this one either. It was just too busy. So I didn't put this extra heart on there, but I did put the little one. So again, this one you can pull out and use. I used my leftovers from what was supposed to be on the cover inside the cards. And then again, I split some of that polka dot paper up where I could to get that 3rd signature in and have just a little bit of difference going on. So again, this one, you can pull them out and use them as the cards, or you could just use them as pull-out pages in your album. But that's what I did with these. So that was the way I was able to use these cards in the card kit as an actual album. So like I said, I'm working on, these were the 4 portrait cards. I'm working on an album with the landscape ones, which I was hoping to have done for this video to show you both of them, but it will just come in another video. It'll be like a little part 2. So I love the way this turned out. I love that it's another way to use a card kit without it being a card, and I especially love these pink and Maine ones. The characters are super adorable when we talk about this brand. But there will be another video coming soon with the second part to look at the 4 landscape cards, because it comes with 4 portrait, 4 landscapes, and again, I did use the envelopes on that. So thank you for watching. Thank you for bearing with my hiatus for the last 6 months, but there should be a good slew of videos coming your way over the next several weeks, and as my priorities change, I think I will be able to get some more videos done over the next few months. So thank you for coming back. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.